Come on, Alex, let's go back to our house and watch a movie. I think that would be very amazing. Yeah, I agree with you. Watching movies are always the best part of having a fun day. Whoa. Dun, da 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 da. Man, what a beautiful day in the futuristic city. Even though it's 2031, I think it makes sense to do something fun for today. Because I'm getting kind of bored, and it makes sense to do something, right? Hello. I have some interesting news to tell you, but, what is it? JP, is there something that you have to tell me? It's very important, and I think it may shock you, but Future Mike accidentally went back to the past, and he's permanently stuck there. What the heck? What? I can't understand why. But we have to go back to save him, if that's the only thing we have to do. And besides, even if we didn't get him, we need to get him anyways. JP, send me back to the past. What timeline is he? He is in September 24th, 2024. I'll send you a device that you can go back in time. Or you can just use the power button on your ship to go back in time. And the two antennas on the top will turn orange and zap you back in time. So, what would it be? I'm just gonna go with the antenna zapping. Okay, that sounds good. JP, send me to September 24th, 2024. You got it. Let me fix the antenna and that stuff. Okay, are you ready? Heck yeah, I am. We need to save Future Mike before he destroys anything from the past, or otherwise something bad would happen. Yes, I do agree with you. The only reason why he's in the past is that we have to try to save him, or otherwise the stuff from the past could affect the future. Okay, enough shenanigans and enough talking. I think it makes sense if we try to save his butt from destroying anything else. If he destroys the past, then he'll destroy the future too. And that means it could make things even worse. Let's go to the past. Okay, here we go. Whoa, this timeline looks really, weird. I don't know how I feel about it, but if it's the only way to see Future Mike, then I guess. Oh well, it's time to find a way to get him. But what? JP, do you have any other ideas I can try to know on order to save Future Mike from destroying anything? 'Cause I kinda do need some help. Well, I don't really have any ideas, but try your best to use devices or anything that can be really useful. How about this? I can teleport myself to your technology wristband, and I can just tell you ideas and tell you how to get Future Mike. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, but how do I manage to get you onto my wristband? It's easy. I just need to sap and use some telekinesis in order to get over there. Or should I like to call it technology? It's not really hard anyways. It's really simple, honestly. Anyways, I think it makes sense if I go in there. Whoa, there I am. I feel right at home. Isn't it cool that I'm now in your wrist? Get it? Okay, that was a bad joke. Anyways, since I'm here, I can tell you some ideas and tell you other things that you need to know. Well, tell me a way to find future Mike while we're looking at this area. Besides, I've never been in this dimension before, so it's going to make things hard for us to get used to this area, or heck, any other dimensions itself. And besides, it's going to make things tricky to get through this. So we need to make sure everything is right and make sure everything's prepared. Sounds like a good idea. However, we gotta make sure future Mike doesn't destroy the past. Besides, I heard that destroying the past could actually ruin the future. Like, let's say for example you cut a tree from the past, or you exterminated all of them from the past. That means in the future, there won't be any trees left. That's mostly just an example on what will happen if you mess stuff from the past, and it could occur in the future, and anything that happens in the past, that you do in the past, is going to happen in the future. Well, don't worry. We have some ideas, and we have to try our best to save future Mike so he won't ruin anything. Besides, this, I can't remember. It was when we were really, young and stuff. But why? Why would you do this?
Listen. I'll give you a deal. If you listen to my deal, then anything could be extraordinary. Listen, the deal is simple. I can give you $1,000 for your paycheck, and everything is going to be extraordinary. Or you can exterminate your animals from the entire planet, or otherwise you're screwed. Look, you want $1 million, or do you want your animals screwed? Anything is possible. Just listen to me, man. It's simple. Here's your sponge pig.
Man, this movie is weird, but also at the same time interesting. I wonder if anyone would even watch this. I mean, sure, it's a movie about people selling stuff in order to get profit, but since this is a movie that was made with a small budget, not a lot of people are talking about it. Makes sense to watch a movie that supports other things. I mean, it's a good idea to support something, and then at the same time, you get to do it. I mean, don't you agree that supporting a film can actually make the profits better? Heck yeah, Alex, that makes so much sense. And besides, this movie is amazing, by the way. Okay, I think this was the area that he was last seen. Mike and Alex's house. Geez, this house is very old. How did you know this? I calculated it before we got over here. You know, I'm smart, so I know what to do. And besides, it's a better way in order to tell transportation and other things. I mean, hey, transportation and other things could be very important to securing stuff. I mean, if you want, I can give you something like that in the future. But as of right now, I'll do it later. What the heck? What do you mean transportation? I understand we transported over here to the past, but still, I hope he doesn't do anything. Also, I'm not seeing him right now. It's going to make things very hard for us to track him. Did you say track? I'm a tracking device, you loser. Besides, I can track anything in the whole world, and besides, it would be really worth it. I mean, listen. It's really important if you listen and actually do something for once. I mean, heck, the possibilities are so endless. Yeah, you're kind of right. We just gotta make sure we can save future Mike from destroying anything. We gotta make sure he doesn't destroy anything. Or otherwise, bad things could occur. Like, heck, probably the dinosaurs could appear in the future. And heck, maybe even anything worse than that. I don't think dinosaurs are going to be part of this. Besides, we're in 2024. Those dinosaurs didn't exist until BC years. And besides, if we traveled to BC, we probably wouldn't even exist. I know that because we don't exist in BC, but that doesn't matter anyway. The only way is that we can try our best to save future Mike and make sure he doesn't occur anything from the past. If only we find a way. I wonder why. Wait, I have an idea. Maybe what? I mean, there's a lot of ideas that you can do. But anyways, all we need to do is just to find him. That's really the only thing we need to do. And besides, yeah, you're kind of right. We only have to find him and that's it. It's just a piece of cake. And besides, who in the world would even want to find him? Wait, Alex? Is that you? Wait. Future Mike? What the heck are you doing over here? How did you get over here? I'm so confused. Look, it's a long story, but look, it started like a long time ever since I got over here. Mostly, I was trying my best to get Mike and Alex all the time, literally like I did. Yeah, but what the heck were you doing over here? How did your stupid shenanigans manage to bring you all the way over here to 2024? I don't understand why you're over here all of a sudden. It makes sense, but I don't understand. Look, let me tell you a story from earlier. Remember? I was in the year that Mike and Alex, the new ones, were at. However, something bad happened. Oh my gosh, look what Future Mike did. He destroyed every single thing. I can't believe he'd do such a thing. I can't believe he did that. It's getting annoying. Why would he do this? Everything from the cities. Everything from the cities to the areas. It's all gone. Bro used 2 robots and destroyed almost every single part of the city. He could have also destroyed our house too. I can't believe he would even do such a thing. This is just criminal. It's annoying. Ha! I finally catch up to you guys. Now I'm finally gonna kill you guys after all these years. Time to say goodbye. I hope you have fun in, I don't know, losers. What the heck? You destroyed us long enough, Future Mike. I think it's time for you to get out of here. You ruined almost everything, and everything from existence. I think it's time we show you a lesson after what you did to every single part of this town, city, and even world. I can't believe you even do such a thing, you little jerk. I know. Bro destroyed everything. He destroyed our life and everything that we know from the city and place. I can't believe he would even do such a thing. I think it's time to send him back to where he actually belongs. I think it's a good idea we should even do that in the first place when we even first met him. I always thought he was a threat to society. Bro, drugs? A cola? What the heck were you even thinking, man? That thing was a long time ago. That felt like 2017-ish. It doesn't matter anyways. You are going to teach a lesson, and we're sending you back to where you belong. No! I can't believe he would do this. How about I destroy this so that he never comes back? See you later, Future Mike. How about see you never? Can't believe he would do this to us. I can't believe he would do this to anyone, especially anyone like that. This is for revenge for destroying everything in the whole world. Yeah, he's gonna pay for everything and everything in general. I can't believe he would even do that to consider him a villain. I can't believe we managed to finally get away and managed to get rid of him. Yeah, now we don't have to deal with any villains ever again. All we can do is just me and you doing something that we can actually be useful with. This is going way too far. And then I was sent to the past where everything changed. And that was it. After I got here, I was confused and I was concerned. I saw past, future Mike and Alex, and I found out that I was sent to the past, where everything was completely different to the past I found out in the future. I can't believe I would even do such a thing. If it wasn't for me, then I could have been fine, but I don't understand everything from the past and the future. It's getting sick, and I'm not liking it. Look, future Mike, I can understand why you're upset, but that doesn't mean you have to do things that you have to do. Just because you have to be, treating people not cool, even though you wanted to kill them in the first place, I'm kind of concerned with that, you really have to be responsible of that. And even if you did that, it would probably ruin things in the first place. What happens if you didn't go back to the past and just, tell them that I wanted to kill them in the first place? It would probably change almost everything that I expected it would be. I don't understand. Everything I loved and everything I cared for it's just gone. This made things even tougher for me to understand. Look. Listen, I can understand why you're sad. But look, if you didn't come to the past, then I can understand your feelings. You just have to listen. Everything you did that was wrong is going to affect something inside of you. Expect your emotions, your feelings, and everything. It's just going to get ruined. Yeah, you're right. But I'm coming back with my revenge. Just because they sent me to the past doesn't mean I like that anymore. Wait, what do you mean you want to get revenge? Is there something you have that you can use? Wait, I think I know where this is going. Are you talking about one of the rocks that sent you in time? But I don't really know if that's a good idea. I think it's gonna mess things up. Look, I know you don't want to be happy and all, but listen. This is a moment that we have to do. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm not going back to the past. I'm not going back to the future. I'm going back to where I actually belong. I can actually get my revenge on them and actually show them a lesson that I have inside. None of them in the whole world stands a chance against me or anyone else. I have this. One of the most powerful things in the entire universe. Wait. Oh God, is that? Please don't tell me. Is that the... Is that one of the powerful rocks in the entire world, which is called the Yoyolite? Yes, Alex. This Yoyolite can contain power from past and future. Once I use this rock, I can go back to the future, kill those losers, and go back here expecting everything to come back to the way it was. I can finally do something that I can actually like for once. You like that? I can do something that no one can understand. Anything from the possible things and the theories and all that stuff. I can finally get my revenge on them. No, you can't do that. That would possibly kill us if we were to do that. If you wanted to kill past, future Mike and Alex, then that means we would be dead too. My my watch said that we can't kill anything. Besides, if we kill something like life, then it could affect something like that from the future. And besides, it would ruin everything that all of us had. From the moment to the shares and all that stuff. You can't do that. Oh, well, I will. And all of this will finally come into mind. I can finally get my revenge, and nothing in the whole world will ever happen. I can do this, and by the time I do it, no one can stop me. Ever. I can finally get my revenge and kill those two. I can finally do what I ever wanted. Ha ha ha! I'm gonna get my revenge. Wait! Be careful of that! It's about to blow! What the heck? I didn't see that like that before. Oh crap. I think we're about to... Oh no! We're about to get back to the pair! Now what did you do? I don't know. Jamie sucks and his life sucks. I don't understand. Well, maybe he has a hard feeling because he really needs it for others. Ah! Oscar, are you okay? I think he looks a little upset right now. That never happens eventually when talking about Jamie. I understand why, but I don't know. It could be something like his feelings, emotions, and all that stuff. I don't really understand. It could be from the fact that he's just scared or something. Or even worse, he could be scared of the fact. What the heck? Where are we? This isn't. Where the heck are we? Is this the past or something? This looks like something like the past, unfortunately. Everything looks hand drawn. It looks so different. Probably, I don't understand where the heck are we, but it looks weird. Possibly the fact that all the time in space realities is probably going to change by now. Alex, where the heck are we? Is this some sort of school or something? Or is it just something that's... Well, actually, you're right. It is actually a school. My watch literally told me about it by the time we got here. It was a school in 2024, just the same year. But this one is in June, so it's earlier before we even existed. Or heck, we didn't even exist by the time we were even over here. I don't understand. Yeah, you're kind of right. Don't mind us. We're just, looking around the... We're looking... Ah! Well, what the heck are we? Are we in some kind of black void? Or is this some imagination area that anyone can experience? Oh my god, I'm getting goosebumps from being in here. I think we're in some kind of void or something, but I'm not sure because I don't know. It could be anything in the whole world besides any of this. Oh well, looks like we're in some timeline that nothing existed besides all the stuff. So you're saying that we're not in the timeline we're meant to be? It's so sad that we can't do any of this anymore. I can't believe we're doing this for a reason. We're going back to the past, to the future, to the past, to the past, to the future, to the future. It's getting annoying, man. Well, Alex is actually light, or actually in a black void where nothing existed. It's going to be very hard for us to try our best to maintain this area, but whatever you do, try your best to make sure there's any danger. If there's something happens, make sure to use something like a powerful source. Probably use that yo-yo light in order to help yourself. But if that doesn't work, then I guess you guys are screwed. Or possibly even worse, you guys would probably be dead by then. dead, but I don't want to die. I have an experience over here, man. I can't believe any of this would even happen in the first place. I don't want to die. I have everything here. Relax, future Mike. Everything's going to be fine. If there's no one here, then I guess you guys should be fine for right now. But make sure not to use too much of the oil light's power. If you use so much of it, you're gonna ruin it, and you guys won't go back to your previous timeline like you guys are meant to be. It's gonna make things harder. Oh crap, really? I don't want to go. I just want to go back home, man. Home! Home is the place I want to be. I want to go back to my timeline. I want to say sorry. There's no time for that to happen, man. The only reason why we need to be here is so we can escape and go home, or otherwise something bad would happen. Remember, the only reason why we're here is so we can try our best to use the yo-yo light, go home, see what happens, and just, do that. I also found out there's no timeline, so we could be in, whatever, possibly. Why the heck is there red smoke forming in the distance? Oh god, I feel like I have a bad feeling about this. I feel like something bad's gonna happen, literally just by the seconds of time. Oh gosh. Shh. Dude. What? Alex, why would you say shush? What the heck? What is that? Is that some sort of void and stuff? I think it's a red void that's trying to form. It's getting really big. We gotta make sure nothing happens to it. But I don't know. It's a big red void. And there's smoke. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm getting nauseous from all that stuff. Oh crap. Mike? Did you do something from the past or the future that kind of ruined almost, everything that happened here right now? Or did you want to do that in the first place? Or something happened and all that stuff? I don't know. I kinda did mess with one of the robots in 2026, unfortunately. When trying my best to get Mike and Alex, unfortunately. Yeah. It's like I used two of the robots and they accidentally form and they explode the entire city, which, they used my time traveling device and I was sent back to 2024, which, unfortunately made things even worse by then. So, I apologize. You did what that led you to 2024? Why would you use two? Oh, I'm sorry. I kind of did that on I did that on purpose, so that way I can get, Mike and Alex officially. Dun dun. Future Mike, I'm getting here to pay. Oh crap. What the heck do you want? Look, I'm sorry for what I did and all that stuff. I just don't know why. I think it makes sense. I don't care about what you say or even want to apologize. I'm here so that way I can get my revenge on you after what you did to me. You made two of me, made form, and they destroyed the entire city to get your revenge on two knuckleheads. I don't understand why you want to do that stuff anymore. It's getting annoying. Oh, look, I can understand why you're mad, but that doesn't mean you have to kill me and all. Besides, I can understand your frustration. You don't have to do this to me, please. You really don't have to do this because I literally have everyone I know. I have Alex, I have friends, and all that stuff. Well, I don't want to hear a single bit. I'm getting my revenge, and you're going to regret everything you did to me and everyone else. This is payback for what you did to me, and I'm going to get my revenge so that way nothing happens again. So, goodbye, future Mike. Ah! Wait, what the heck? That's not possible! Stop it! What are you using with that? This is a yo-yo light, and I'm using it so you won't hurt Future Mike. Just because he went through some stuff, that doesn't mean you have to kill him and all. I think you deserve revenge. I'm gonna send you back to the timeline where dinosaurs were invented, and so that way you can learn a lesson and all. So, you better not mess with anyone. Ah! Hooray! Everything's back to normal. I'm glad everything is back to the way it was. It's very amazing that everything is the way it was. Good job, Future Mike. You really outdone yourself.